was so great. The tornado came. Booty call. Booty call. Booty call.
Booty call.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to. That wasn't what's coming up.
I like that we're the purple shirt crew.
It is, honey.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to your On Duty segment, where we talk about life,
Love,
careers, sex, passion,
the lack thereof.
We talk about communication a lot, which is always it's an interesting topic, especially now with all the social media tools that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Facebook, which I just joined. They should just have one checkbox. Complicated.
Right.
Done. Recently,
Yay, Kyle's on Facebook.
I finally
Congratulations.
brought myself out of the dark ages.
Honey, and he ripped the hinges off the podcast.
I'm already a friend one day.
I'm such a Facebook celebrity now.
You are.
And I really enjoy it. But with that come all these new challenges. My question is, because I tend to wear my heart on the sleeve, when does sharing something and communicating with people online, especially, go from, hey, I'm sharing this nice little thing, with when does it become an overshare?
Destroy
where it's
lives.
really, uncomfortable
Right.
and can destroy lives. I'd like to get you guys' thoughts on that.
It's really scary because you just joined Facebook and I just recently got on there, and I've realized that just from looking at the people who friended me and I friended, that your circle is so many levels. You have your close friends. I can tell you things that I really don't want my boss to know, but my agent is one of my Facebook friends, so I can't really just put my Facebook status as, I'm getting laid right now and I feel good. Yeah. Because that's just
getting trashed and late.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really want my friends from high school and my boss and everybody to know that I go out sometimes and have too many drinks. You know. But at the same time, you also want to have that outlet to be silly.
Yeah.
It's fun to be silly sometimes. Sometimes it's I'm going to Athens, I'm going to have too many drinks, and I'm going to kiss a boy.
That's right.
And it is scary.
It actually recently happened in my situation because I just recently went to a very nice event.
Yeah.
Does everybody remember Will and Grace? Do you remember her arch enemy?
Oh,
Karen,
the
little guy.
Oh,
Leslie Jordan
yeah.
was recently performing at TWA.
I was there.
You were there? Yeah. Well, I was there.
Oh.
How did I see you?
We didn't know each other.
Well, me and Bleep, we have to bleep her name out, that we were there. We had some really good pictures. Because she didn't want me tagging her in these pictures because, again, all of her people would see that she was at this event with me.
And where was she supposed to be?
Well, it wasn't that she was supposed to be anywhere. It's just the fact that is she supposed to be presenting to other people that we're through, and that she's trying to get rid of me, and so now all of a sudden we see these pictures of us together. So it's just, that's a good example.
It's the truth. Is it the new online?
I have an interesting facet of that, actually. People you meet, in any type of capacity, but especially in dating, someone can meet you at a bar, and you give them your name or whatever, phone number, and then all of a sudden they're well, I'll Facebook you, and then they look you up on Facebook, and if your profile's not blocked or whatever, they can kind of a little reconnaissance mission, who is this person, and they can get this whole idea of who you are. That maybe isn't necessarily true because we all kind of put a certain face out there.
Certain face on our Facebook.
Yeah, and that may not be the person we are.
Gotcha.
But that could be the person our boss sees or the person we're dating, or
because we're having played it. Think about it. Because if your friend group contains a lot of different people from all different walks of life.
Mine definitely does.
Yours would. You're playing to you're putting different faces. You have to put different faces to different.
Well, in general you do, but you only have that kind of one front with the Facebook.
It's your general.
You're tagged in things, and you have pictures from you at a bar or at the pool or whatever. It's do you really want your boss seeing you with a margarita in your hand, wearing the skimpiest bathing suit ever?
That's so true. Do you? It was weird because he was telling me the stories about how they were friends. And then one of his direct reports would be online, and he would see them online saying, "So bored at work, have nothing to do."
Oh, that's awful.
And we were like, do they not understand how it works? That he is seeing these messages, he's seeing these updates?
Right. I really feel though, be it Facebook or MySpace, I think that really kind of goes back to, and what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You meet people and there is the too much information zone.
Yeah.
You go out for the first date, for coffee or whatever, and within a 30-minute window, you have their entire life history, all the drama, all the bad. God forbid somebody's coming out of a relationship and they're going, here's my 5-year relationship, I was battered, I was this or that. I think people do the same on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think they have that same thing to where they don't have that filter and they place everything out there and they don't know how to be discreet on.
We get a false sense of security on the internet, like because we can't see the people accessing our information, but it's kind of like putting your social security number out there. Like you're really putting some very sensitive information for anybody to touch.
Yeah.
And you just gotta be careful.
So is the thing to know and remember who you're talking to? Because if you're talking to intimate, close friends, it wouldn't necessarily be an overshare.
I don't think you should be on Facebook at all. I think you should just call your friends up and say, I got some things going on in my life.
Because
that was a whole nother episode.
These phones will be buzzing off it all day long. Which one place where we can go.
Right.
You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it light. You gotta keep it. You gotta understand what it is. It's a social networking tool. It's not your personal diary. It's not your personal.
And
place
it's not your personal burn book.
No,
it's not a place for passive aggressive.
I am so glad I am not in high school right now because I just
Wouldn't
know.
you die?
I would know. I know Facebook is just crazy. Like those kids are just. I mean, I was gay in high school and stuff like that. And those kids were mean to me without Facebook. I couldn't even imagine getting through high school now.
Can you imagine all this and the whole overshare thing has been a problem for me in the past. Not lately. I think I've gotten better because I don't know if y'all are like this. I'll be in a certain mood, and maybe I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've got a blog, so I can just go...
I do that sometimes.
And
I have a blog on
and I've so, done that, and then walk out of the building to go to lunch and be like, oh my god, did I just put that out there for the world?
Yeah.
I figure the world is able to access that, or at least my friends.
Right.
Or even just
I walk back inside,
like,
and I've already got emails about it. And I'm like, oh
no,
not so good. I think it's a different kind of awareness to have to be like, okay, who's seeing this?
Yes. Like I blogged about some things on MySpace a couple of times, and for me, like my blog is a very special place because sometimes it's where I put
real deal.
These pieces of me that I don't show to everybody. I might be really depressed one day, or I might have done some thing I'm not super proud of. But for me, it's a good way to archive my life and. I forget that there are people out there who read these things, and sometimes I do put a lot of dark things on there just because that's a facet of my personality. It's just who I am.
To me, that's what a journal is for, and I think that's where...
Well, see, I use my blog as my journal, but I forget that it's out there for the world to see, and I was actually at a party 2 weekends ago, and a friend of mine who hasn't seen me in a very long time was like, the only way I really keep up with you is I read your blog sometimes, and man, Justin, are you okay? You seem really, really... not in a good place. I'm like, well, there are moments when I'm not, but sometimes you have to feel your life and you have to let your emotions, run their course. And that's just usually where I put them.
I mean, to me, it's all about choice, though. If you don't want that many people to have access,
I agree.
Then don't accept and become in the middle of that type of arena.
Yeah.
And again,
in my opinion, you just need to have a professional, a personal, and you really have to have like 3.
So it's an internal filter. If you
just have to know that there are
the real
people out there
filter
who can use your information against you. And I know that sounds kind of paranoid, but we just live in a very connected world.
Yeah. So is that something you have to think about as you're doing like a Facebook status update? Or you have your audience in your head?
Well, I think that it's good to have a personal one, like a
real one
that you don't have to filter yourself. Like just. You keep your close friends.
And there
the
you
people
feel
who know you, the people
there
who
you feel like it's not an overshare because they know you and they're familiar and they get.
And you can always On Atlanta is gonna have a fan site or whatever on Facebook. Like that's where you keep your professional stuff, and you say, On Atlanta's doing this and whatnot, and you leave that open to everybody. But your friend is just people who get it
and can call me up.
Yeah.
Right.
Raise a ruckus if they don't get it.
Exactly. That have your email address and could call or would call you or text message you. What are you
Are you crazy? Well, guys, that's what we're thinking here. If you have any questions, send us an email. Contribute@onatlanta.com. For the OnAtlanta.com On Duty team, I'm Kyle.
I'm Krisha.
I'm Justin.
And we're out. Y'all be good.